I made a promise to your mother I would not tell the world what our reality was and what you've been through. You're really pushing me to that point, and I've been begging you since the beginning. I don't want my family to know what the fuck happened. I've been asking you not to push me to that point. And it's like to see him use my friends and fucking put them on the platform and whatever. Like, if you need to pay your fucking bills.
So we just heard Elli talk about feeling she's mad, she's upset, her voice is shaking. Is she a victim? Is she a victim? Is she a victim? You know, is she a victim? Is she seeking revenge? You know, what does that look like for a victim? I think when we think of people who are a victim of abuse, you know, we may have in our head what that should look like or what that may look like. And so it comes with some biases. Like, I hear you crying. I hear you're upset. I hear you're angry. I think and initially when Elli came out with her story about, you know, Dalvin, she presented it in a way to embarrass him. She presented it in a way to tell a story about him being on the down low. And so immediately for me, I was like, oh, okay, you know, if he is on the down low and you're telling us this, obviously you know that it's going to embarrass him and hurt him. And so that was revenge. That wasn't a victim telling the story, in my opinion. And now I feel like, you know, okay, so that went left. You know, there were people who said, oh my God, you've been victimized. We knew he was an asshole. We knew he was a narcissist. And girl, oh my God. And then there was another group of people, and mostly women, because this sector is made up of mostly women, who said, something's not right about your story. Right? Tell us the part about the abuse. Okay, okay, fine. Allegedly he's bisexual. What is the part about the abuse? What happened? So let me say this about victims of abuse. Victims of abuse it takes them years, sometimes years, to tell the details of their abuse. And what I heard her say was, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to tell you what happened. I'm embarrassed for my family to know what I put up with. And as a clinician, I get it. I know that women take years. Men, in a lot of cases, never tell about abuse, but it takes years and years sometimes in order to get the details. And so I'm not surprised that she's not telling us what those details are, but I think because she approached it in a way to embarrass him, that because of a lot of us are, our love, YouTube love for B-Love and her family and watching her grow and build her success, we are for her, we kind of like look out for her. Not saying that she can't have a fucked up son, because she can. Dalvin could very well be everything that Elli is saying that he is. But everyone is afforded proof. I just can't tell you something about somebody and expect you to believe it without proof. And so without any proof or receipts, then we're going to make the assumption that maybe you're not telling the truth. And victims get this all the time. And I understand it, because although you are a victim and you're hurt and you're crushed, the person that you are accusing has a right to defend themselves or not. I don't think anybody is saying that Dalvin or any other person is not capable of being abusive. They are. They are capable of being abusive. But, and however, if you're going to call me an abuser on an open forum, you better come with some proof. Where is your proof? Us watching him, I never saw the video, but stuffing a burrito at you or doing a game, that's not proof that that man is an abuser. Having a camera in his bathroom, I'm not saying that's weird. That's weird, but that's his property. That's his home. And if he wants to put a camera in his bathroom, he can. So I don't want to mistaken that, I would never want a victim to be not believed, right? I don't want any victim to not be believed. Okay? And I know that victims will sometimes tell their story in an odd way, that people don't necessarily get it or understand it, or say, why did you stay so long? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And I think Elli now is getting that backlash because of the way she came out. You came out to hurt and revenge. If you would have sat down and said, Dalvin hurt me, I cannot go into details because the details are too embarrassing. It's too hurtful. This is why the relationship ended, because of the way I felt in the relationship. I was, in my belief, I felt abused. I was abused. It was physical. It was mental. I think Elli is intelligent enough to do that. And because she didn't do that, and she came out with the revenge video saying that Dalvin is on the DL, it led a lot of people to believe that maybe she's lying. So now this is turning into women don't believe other women, victims not being heard, victims. Listen, historically, victims are not heard. Historically, victims are not always believed, right? I never said, I don't say that I don't believe that he did some things. I'm saying that you need to show proof that he did some things. Your word of mouth is not good enough in this situation, basically because of the way you came out. Because of the way you came out. So now you're in that position where you really got to show, if you care, if you want to, if this is going to make you feel better, you need to show and prove. Show the proof that this man abused you mentally and physically. Where are the texts? Where text messages? Where are the voicemails? Let me hear him say, I'ma fuck you up. I'ma beat your ass. Let me hear that. Unfortunately, that's what has to happen. That's what happens in court. When I've been work with women of abuse, they got to go to court and they got to prove their case. If not, the abuser is going to get off. You have got to be able to go to court and say, this is what happens, because the abuser has a right to defend himself or herself. Elli, you need therapy, ma'am. You, miss, honey, you need to figure this out. Because trying to get vindication for what Dalvin did to you on the internet is not going to work in your favor. It hasn't worked. It's not going to work. You know, being an advocate for women, I think you can be that. I think you can say to young girls, don't move too fast with a man that you don't know. Don't move in with him. Leave your safety net to go into his world. And when you're ready to talk about the specifics of the abuse, then you do that at your own time. But here on the YouTube is not the place to get healing. We don't heal people on YouTube. They just don't. So in conclusion, is Dalvin a monster? I don't know. I look at his relationship with Nicole. She lived with him. She could probably tell you he's an asshole. But she doesn't appear to be afraid of him or traumatized by him. When she left that apartment with him, she was cool. Allegedly, apparently, I guess. Child, I don't know. Ellie, go with peace and please get a therapist. And going from panel to panel is not going to help solve, resolve, fix, change Dalvin, his mama, or the whole situation. Because now you're trying to hurt the whole family. And I get it. I mean, we mad at the boyfriend, so now we mad at his mama too. Look what you raised. Sick of you. Your fault. And it's not. Nature versus nurture. We don't know who Dalvin daddy is. Maybe his daddy was a womanizer, beater, and down low man. I don't know. We don't know. But what we do know is that, Ellie, we believe that something happened. I believe you. I believe you believe that something happened that is abusive. I'm saying to you, you're not my client, so I'm a reaction channel. And as a reaction channel, I need the receipts. We would like the receipts. If you were my client, I wouldn't ask you for any receipts. I would just take you at your word and help you to resolve and work through it. For all of those who are saying, you in psychology, I can't believe you don't believe her. I mean, I've had many people come in my office and tell a bold-faced damn lie. So we got to weigh that out too. So. But anywho, everyone have a great day, evening, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's eating you? Psychology Eats is here to help you. What's eating you?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.